With tons of new players releasing into Madden Ultimate Team over the last couple of days, there is a lot of demand for coins, and in today's video, I'm going to showcase what you guys can do to get 40,000 coins or more for free. So let's get started with step number 1, which is the only mandatory step of the video. Then once you've done that, there's going to be 3 different options you can take based on how many coins you've got or how much risk you want to take. And step 1 is going to be really simple. I want you to go to your solos, navigate on over to the Legend solos, and go to Legend Release Week number 1. And as you guys can see, when I scroll to the bottom, there's a solo that's probably not going to appear for a lot of you guys out there. And that's going to be this hidden Legend Week 1 bonus challenge. Now this challenge is only going to appear once you guys have played through all the other solos in here. So the other 24 solos, once you've done them, then this bonus solo is going to appear. And honestly boys, the challenges are not very difficult. Pass for 60 yards in 3 plays against the team on arcade mode isn't going to be very hard. I would say every solo in here is probably taking you about 20 minutes. And once you've done so, you're going to unlock the Legend Week 1 bonus solo. And as you guys can see, for playing through this solo, you're going to be getting a Week 1 Boom Reward Fantasy Pack. Now, this was a pack that I wasn't really sure what was going to be inside of, but I'll show you guys what's in it in just a second, and that's going to be the key that's going to allow us to make some free coins. So yeah, hop into your solos, play through the Legend Week 1 solos, unlock your bonus challenge, play that one as well. It's going to take you about 25 minutes to play all 25 solos, and you're going to get this pack right here, which is going to be awesome for making free coins. So boys, here's what's going to be inside of the pack. We're going to be seeing every single Week 1 Legend in their 81 overall boom card form. As you guys can see, we get Jerome Bettis, we get Andre Reed, we're going to be getting Anthony Munoz, and every single other 81. And then the cool thing about this pack is you guys get to pick 4 of these players. So come in here, pick 4 players at random. It's not really going to matter which 4 cards you select. We'll take Steve Atwater, we'll take Deacon Jones, we'll take Andre Reed, and we will take Jerome Bettis. And now we're in the situation where you guys have 3 different options as to what you guys can do with these 4 free 81s. Now option number 1 is really simple. If you're not looking to take very much risk at all, what you guys can do is sell off these 81 overall players for a price of around 7,000 to 8,000 coins per player, and that's going to mean you guys are making about 30,000 coins for free, so really not that bad. If you don't have many coins on your account, maybe you have like 10k, 20k, whatever it may be, this 30,000 free coins will be awesome for you. So if you're really low on coins, I would say you might as well just sell off these 81s. There's not really any reason to take the risky method, which is step 2, or the method that's going to take a little bit more coins to get started with, which is step 3. So not bad at all. If you're low on coins and you didn't know about these solos and now you know to unlock them and make 30k for free, all I ask of you in return is to scroll down and hit that red subscribe button. I mean, you don't have to, but you'll be up to date with a bunch of other free coin methods just like this in the future. So hit that sub button down below if you don't want to miss out. Now option number 2 is going to be coming in here, going on over to your sets and navigating on over to the 82 to 83 overall Elite Exchange set, and that's going to be found right here. Essentially what you got to do is you got to put in 3 of your 81. Now this is definitely going to be more risky than simply just selling your players off, because as you guys can see, if you pull an 82 overall card, you're basically going to be wagering about 20,000 coins, and if you get an 82, you're losing 5k, because these 82s, they're selling for 15,000 coins. But as you can see, as we scroll a little further, maybe you pull an 83 overall player, maybe you pull an expensive 82, or maybe you end up pulling a legend 83. Well, in any of those cases, your wager and your risk is going to be worth it, because you're risking about 20,000 coins, and if you pull an 83 overall legend, you're making about 30 to 35k. So I would say personally, if you guys are sitting between like 100,000 to maybe like 250,000 coins, this is what you're probably going to want to do. You're going to want to come in here, and I would say it's probably worth the gamble. You already have a nice amount of coins if you're sitting in that price range, and there's an opportunity that A, you get to open up a kind of fun pack for free, and B, you get to maybe turn your 20,000 coins into like 30 or 35k. So I would say, again, if you guys have a nice amount of coins, maybe it's worth coming in here and trying this 82 to 83 elite player pack. Okay, so option 1, really simple. You come in, you do your solos, you sell off your players. Option number 2, if maybe you have a little bit more coins, you do your solos and you try the 82 to 83 elite player exchange. Now option number 3 is going to be coming in here and doing a legend boss set for pretty cheap. Now this is most certainly the best way of using your 81 overall players, but again, it's going to be relatively expensive. What we're basically doing is we're leveraging the fact that EA Sports gave us some 81 overall players for free, and we're going to be able to do one of these sets right here for cheap and then turn a pretty big profit. To get Madden 23 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. And again, if you guys have the coins to do this, this is the option you're going to want to take. So let me explain the steps that you're going to follow to find a set that's really profitable and then actually complete it for the right price. Now, as you guys will notice, with every single legend set in the game, the requirements are basically identical. You need 385s, you need 483s, and you need 581s. And essentially what that means is we can kind of calculate and see how much it's going to cost us to do like the bulk of the set, how much it's going to cost us to get those 85s, those 83s, and those 81s. And I've already done the math for you guys, but that number is going to be about 225,000 coins when we include the fact that we got those 81s for free. So it's going to cost you about 225k to get the 85s, to get the 83s, and then to scoop up that one other 81 you're going to need. And I'll take a deeper dive into those numbers in just a second because they're really important. I'm going to have to showcase how much you need to buy your 85s for, how much you got to buy your 83s for, and we'll go over all that stuff in just a second. But for now, the important part is you know that the bulk of the set is about 225k. So that essentially means that I want to come in here and I want to find a set that's going to give me a 300,000 coin price difference between the 89 overall player and the 87. Now here's why. Again, we already figured out that the cost of the bulk of the set is 225k. So if we see there's a 300,000 coin price difference between the 89 and the 87, that means the profit margin is going to be big enough as to where this is worth it, because the 300,000 coin price difference of course is going to go down when we add our 225k for the bulk of the set, but it's still going to make you coins. So that's kind of what you guys want to look for. You're looking for the biggest price difference between an 87 and an 89, and I believe right now the set that I've seen which is going to be best is going to be right here, the Deacon Jones left end 89 overall player. Now other ones that did look pretty good were Anthony Munoz, Mike Vrabel, as well as Jay Hilgenberg. I would say those weren't that bad, and maybe if you're looking on Xbox, or maybe if you're looking at this video a little bit after I post it, it's still worth checking those sets, because what you want to do is, again, you want to find the biggest difference between the 87 and the 89. And right here, as you guys can see, this 87 Deacon Jones is selling for about 220k. Now let's see the price of the 89. And as you guys can see, the Deacon Jones 89 is 551k. So that's a difference of about 330,000 coins. That's awesome. That's more than the 300k we were looking for, which is perfect. An honorable mention to Anthony Munoz right here. If this card wasn't up for 425 and there was only one up for 500, this set would be really, really good as well. Okay, so now that we know that's the set we want to do, we're going to come in here and we are going to snag the player at, oh my goodness, he's up to 231k. We missed out on that better deal. I'm going to come back to him. I'm going to buy that 87 a little bit later. We'll see if we can maybe get one for cheaper. Let's talk about getting our 85s, getting our 83s, and getting that leftover 81. Now, let's start it off by looking at the 83 overall cards. As you know, we got to scoop up 4 of these cards, and what I'm kind of looking for is I'm hoping for around 30,000 coins per player. And what you're going to do to find these players is you're going to filter it down by the quality 82 to 83, by the program legends, and I personally like to filter it down by all defense. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh right here. It might take a bit of time. It's probably going to take you maybe 5 to 10 minutes to find your snipes. It's not like an instant sniping filter, but you guys will see these cards up for about 30 to 32k. As you can see, there's one for 30. That would be perfect. So for me personally, I already ended up getting my snipes at about 30,000 coins. When we do 30,000 times 4, that's going to be 120,000 coins in spend to scoop up your 83s. Then moving on right here to the 85 overall players. For this one, you guys don't need to filter it down by all offense or all defense. You can filter it down by all, just being the program legend, the quality 84 to 85, and the price you're looking for is about 33,000 coins. 33,000 coins is going to mean that you're spending about 100k on the 385s. That's kind of what you're looking for, because of course 33,000 times by 3 is going to give you a number of 100,000. So on those two players combined, you're spending about 220k. And just for proof right here that I was able to get all my snipes at prices pretty similar to what I showed you guys, let's filter it on over by newest right here, and I'll show you guys all the buys I ended up getting. So for my 85s right here, I found them at like 34/35, but I also got one at 30k. So my average price for my 85s is going to be hovering right around 33k, which is exactly what I told you guys. And then next up for the 83s, as you guys can see, finding them for about 30k, 31k, 32k. 32k is a little bit more than I'd like to play, but ultimately it's not really the end of the world. I would say right here in spend on these players, I'm pretty close to 220k, which is the number you're looking for. Then finally, all you got to do is scoop up that final 81 overall legend player, and the fact that we got those other 81 overall legends for free is going to make it so this set is really profitable, and it's just going to give you a nice amount of coins basically for free. Of course, if you guys don't have the coins to do this final method, that's fine. Just take the free coins I showed you earlier in the video, but if you got the coins to take advantage of the fact that we're getting these legends for free, there's no reason not to do it. Now for this final card right here, it's not really going to matter exactly how much I get them for. I'll hope for around 7k though. So there we go. We now have every single player that is needed to get this Deacon Jones set complete. Can we end up getting one of these 87s at a better deal? Unfortunately, it's looking like we're gonna have to spend 230k on this card, so that's not really ideal, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's not really the worst case scenario. So there we go. We're now gonna be knocking out our 89 overall Deacon Jones set right here and turning a pretty nice amount of profit. Again, we're throwing in the 87 overall player. In total spend right here, it's looking like we're gonna drop about 450k on this set, and then of course we're gonna be selling the card for more than 550k ideally, which is gonna mean that after tax we're making a nice amount of coins. It's not really gonna be all that hard to get these coins either. As you can see, here is the Deacon Jones card. You'll love to see it, man. And yeah, it's looking like we can sell this card for a price of around 560 maybe. I'll probably throw them up for 560. That's gonna mean our after tax profit on this is gonna be about 60,000 coins. It could have been better if I just ended up getting that 87 on the first time I went on the filter. I should have just bought that 87 for, I think it was like 210k. That would have meant we would have actually made even more coins by doing this. It would have been about like 70 or 80,000 coins by doing it. So yeah, either way, this is definitely worth doing, fellas. Here's another video I think you'll enjoy, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.